I applaud your taste.
I need healing.
No one's stopped me yet. Ah, an excellent choice. Never a dull moment.
I wonder what the next move is.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
If you're
They're dead, Entharl. Doppelgangers were using them as bait.
seems they snared more than they could skin in you. Did Geraldus survive?
Alive. But he'll need some time to recover.
I'll tuck the boy up tight till he's ready to get back to harpering. What will you do?
Continue the hunt.
Aye. Silly question, I suppose.
one, you madman!
You told me the armor was
How else was I
evolved.
supposed to say the right thing? But good armor is hard to find. Maybe I could wear it to dinner with your father.
A welcome rest.
Armor to meet my mother and father.
Shapeshifters in the Harpers. My dad always admired their mission. Said they gave up their entire lives so we could live safely and asked for nothing in return. We'll rout them, right? For the city and for Dad.
Yes? There might be, but... it's not a path I tread until we must. Let it wait until the city proper. Perhaps I'll have had a better idea by then. You're sure? Later, then. I tell...
Hi. It's me, Yenna. You remember me, right? You were really nice to me before, and, my mum hasn't come back yet. She might come later. I don't think she's coming. Could we maybe stay here?
What harm? She's little, won't take up much space, or make much of a dent in our provisions.
Yes! You've got a fire and everything. I can cook really good. Whatever you want. Thank you, thank you.
Inconceivable that we would seek release from one tadpole only for you to commune with another. I chide you if my mind were not consumed by the sight of Orpheus within his domed prison. The Prince of the Comet lives, but make no mistake. I can see the change in you, feel the parasite worming its way through you even further. You have invited your own misery. I will not break our alliance for it, but I will not condone it. Ascension is a young Githyanki's greatest honor. Long ago, the Geich enslaved my people. They dominated our minds and bred us for war, until Great Mother Gith took a hammer to our bonds. From the day of our hatching, young Gith have one purpose: to train hard enough to slay a Geich and take its head. Then, we speak the rite of ascension, and a red dragon comes to fly us to Vlaakith, in Tunarath, City of Death. We are honored with an eternal home in the Astral, celebrated for our victory. We are ascended. Or so I believed. My own Savage would never have threatened a youngling. A waste of time and energy. The pupils themselves culled the weak from their ranks. I myself felled 4 of my own classmates once Kalir had 100 times circled Tyrell. Of course. My people have no use for cowards. Every trainee that I slayed was either too weak to withstand the lessons, or was cocky enough to pick a fight they could never win. They underestimated me, so they paid the price. The Githyanki are only as powerful as their weakest warrior. Jaquith de Venzir, the termination of the frail, strengthens us. Mark my words, this power would be no blessing, but a curse. You might as well ask me to gouge out my eyes for the promise of sight, or slice off my tongue for the promise of taste. Consume all the gate tadpoles you wish. I'm not so craven. Perhaps you... No, that's absurd. When the tadpole has stretched to every pore and slithered through every vein, what am I to do then? It won't hear my screams. It won't care if I beg. I will be remade in its image. My own might will sustain me. I have no need of this depraved power. You might be right. The Githyanki have long studied Geich and used what we've learned. The Zaithisk itself was devised from such knowledge. The tadpole is perhaps not just a curse, but a weapon I can twist and mold to my advantage. Very well. I will swallow my disgust and avail myself of the parasite's powers. It is done. Assume nothing.
Oh, he can be set free. You must hear me, devil. I will do whatever it takes. Give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
The Kithrak? What deal would he make with this devil?
You must help me, Raphael. For the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Lae'zel, Talak Magir. The devil holds the key to freeing the Gith people. Right here, right now. You could seal our fate. Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
That was no party trick. Somebody's missing, can't you tell? That illithid you keep in your pocket can't hear us anymore. I brought you here because I'm true to my word, and I can make all of this tadpole business go away, which means you and your lovely friends can remain blessedly free of tentacles. Unless some have already sprouted in places I can't see. Let us speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far. But no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. Very perceptive. Yes. I can give you the means to break him free.
Speak, devil. We're listening.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return. I want the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. And you, Lae'zel of Kalir, want to free the Forgotten Prince, do you not?
I want nothing more.
Then it is settled, is it not? A crown for a hammer. A bargain of a lifetime, Lae'zel of Kalir.
Handing that crown to this devil will be like feeding gunpowder to a lava worm. Agree to nothing.
I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Karsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting, and Karsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Karsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme, me. The Hells require order to function. It is what separates us from mortals and demons. With the crown, I would impose perfect order, unity, efficiency, control. My kingdom would control its borders and stay within them. It was stolen from right under my nose all those centuries ago. The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play. Yes, it does. Especially when I see what a bloody mess they've made of their whole scheme. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Carsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Skvar! We should do as the devil asks. The Prince of the Comet must rise again.
I won't stop you. If you see reason, I'll be here.
We must claim the crown of Carsus for ourselves, before anyone else does.
The means to loosing the Prince of the Comet was within our grasp, and you refused it. Why? I wanted to follow the open valley, the easy way out. You chose the brambled path. I'm annoyed by it. And I admire you for it. We must speak with Voss. Then we find our way to Raphael's House of Hope. We'll take the Orphic Hammer and use it to smash the True Heir's bonds. Yisk Githkar Tafki Crashed. The Githyanki will be free.
I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. I can understand that. There's reprieve in solitude. But it's concerning that something could intervene like that, especially when we are so close to the Elder Brain. Do you have any idea what it was? You play the fool, and you play it poorly. You know something. You're trying to deceive me. But why? Someone must have intervened. Someone you don't want me to know about.
You feel the touch of the Emperor's mind peeling at the edge of yours, trying to gain access. And succeeding.
Raphael. Of course. I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you? Giving a devil what he wants sounds like a brilliant idea. And what did he offer you in return for bringing it to him? I am glad you had the sense to turn him down, but it certainly does matter. Anything that threatens our alliance threatens our chances of defeating the Elder Brain. So I ask you again, what were the terms of the deal he offered you? An horrendous deal. Imagine a crown of sufficient power to dominate an Elder Brain atop a devil's head. You would be trading one apocalyptic event for another. Thank you for telling me, and for rejecting him. And now, we must be doubly on our guard. The devil is like a cockroach. No matter what you do to it, it will always come back. I doubt this will be the last time you are approached. I trust that you will continue to remember who is really on your side. Without my protection, you cannot defeat the Elder Brain. You cannot even get close to it, no matter what the devil whispers in your ear.
We'll be here any day now.
Stop fretting. Steel Watch will put a stop to them.
They were angry. I don't care how I'm a circle around the upper city as soon as the fighting starts. My words.
When will I get to train the dogs again, Miss Martha?
When you prove yourself not to be... Woof! Ah, you speak, which means you're not a dog. So, what the hell are you doing in my kennels? It's the only way to teach him. He behaves worse than the dogs, and makes more of a mess.
Scratch! Oh, it's good to see you, boy!
Shut up, Dringo, and get back to work. And you've been slacking as well, Scratch, my boy. This dog is property of Sword Coast Couriers. I'll take him off your hands now. I can do whatever I please. He's my dog. Now get out. This is a private yard. You'll do no such thing.
It's not just Scratch. She's always hurting the dogs.
Shut your mouth, Dringo. Last warning.
Fine. You think you can do a better job without me? Be my guest. They're a useless bunch of mongrels. You're welcome to them.
Still breathing, despite everything.
A welcome rest.
Sharp as ever.
At least we'd have a bed.
Our so-called armies feeling no more than a pack of goblins and bugbears.
Such a scaredy cat. Mistress is gone. Mistress is gone! I mean, such terrible news. She will be missed.
Thank you for making Mistress go away. She was horrid.
You got rid of her? I'll do a better job looking after these dogs than she ever did. I promise.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Such a scaredy cat.
Actually, the pigeons do the delivering. Why don't you take your complaints to them?
You didn't even fight back.
I tried.
I should go straight to the source.
Never thought of
Teresa's caress isn't just a whistle. It's dancing, dinner, drinks.
Exactly. Pleasure isn't just physical.
Stick to the list.
The Absolute's armies lay siege. They don't care about stupid lists. We have to be.
You will when you've met the drow.
Wherever we need, we can get in Worm's Crossing.
Frank.
Shopping first. Dinner with my parents. Remember?
My son was low-class prices. You won't find more flavor for less. Get the seafood here.
Can't keep me out.
Come to Baldur's Gate, he said. Adventurers get welcomed as heroes.
Bloody ages we spent hiking from Murren. And they won't let us in the city proper. Bollocks. You're damn right. I can't believe they wouldn't let us in. The bridge god had some shite about a coronation.
Would be happy to see a stupid. Should have dumped a lot of them.
You will when you've met the drow.
Look at you! In Worm's Crossing.
Father, give me strength.
Let's go to Comscott's.
Oh, they're targeting modules.
It's perfect for a show.
Pricey. Did you see how far that watcher threw me?
You told me the armor was a bargain.
Legs.
Tried to climb up one, you mad?
Hammers or getting nailed? We've got the tool for the job.
enter. How about this?
Good idea, I think.
Lord Gortash has been expected.
The Watcher's presence fades, but another takes its place. Confident, dominant, commanding.
My most esteemed guest, we meet at last. I am Lord Enver Gortash. You are the prison bearer, slayer of the dread General Ketheric Thorn. I welcome you to Baldur's Gate, my city. Of course. My Steel Watchers are rather adept at keeping the peace, but not entirely suitable for polite conversation. Allow me to formally invite you to my inauguration. Make your way to the ceremonial hall.
That trouble to get inside, and now Gortash invites us to see him.
To the audience chamber.
I almost believed you this time.
That's why nothing's gonna happen to us. We'll tell them what happened, and we'll be home in no time.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Lord Gortash is expecting you. To the audience. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Do you not like it? I'd love to see one of them in a fight.
We're shopping for
What does it feel like?
dinner with my
Nice and pure ecstasy.
An apple a day. Do you not like it?
Yes, but they
Well,
were
we're shopping for a suit.
in the
How about we say
Softer than a whisper. Out of sight, out of mind.
A little chicanery. Don't mind if I do. So. Just like old times. A quick profit. Neither seen nor heard. Quick and easy. On tippy toes. Blessed oblivious.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
picked a fight. The consequences are hardly surprising.
Betrayer! You will not be the end of me, and you will not be the end of Prince Orpheus!
Can't afford to let up.
Betrayer! You will not be the end of me, and you will not be the end of Prince Orpheus! Unleash me.
Talk to me.
Better make camp soon. Might be a while before there's another chance to rest.
Skvar! Voss is fallen. I've half a mind to tear your limbs off one by one. By Mother Gith's silver sword, what were you thinking? Silence is all you can muster. An extraordinary show of contempt from one I've called ally. I will not forgive this, and I will not forget this. I'm listening. Since I was old enough to hold a blade, I've dreamt of wielding a silver sword. The swords cleave both meat and mind, body and brain. To swing one, mesmerizing. To be slain by one, agonizing. Everyone I bleed with the sword will be my tribute to Prince Orpheus. Shame Voss won't be there to see the righteous carnage. Shame Voss won't be there to see the righteous carnage.
You recall another fact about silver swords. The Githyanki forbid their use by all other peoples.
Only Gith's children may wield swords of silver, unless a Githyanki grants the right in exceptional circumstance. The Illithid Grandis Aeneas, the true heir is shackled. These are exceptional circumstances. I grant my allies the right to my silver. Certainly not, or the Prince's honor guard would have already fractured his prison. To break Orpheus free, we will need the Orphic Hammer. A Kithrak's silver sword is more than a weapon. It is an extension of your will, an entire limb unto itself. You merely need to think strike, and it strikes. The sword carves the correct path, and carries your arm with it. The ancient slates tell us that each sword holds a fragment of the living gate, a flesh portal made from the stuffs of nightmare. The silver injures the body, the gate's flesh injures the mind, a formidable weapon against Gaich. Very well.
Need something? Oh, darling, I'm hurt. I guess I'll... It sounds awful. Need something?
You made a good decision. We'll speak more on this later, but suffice it to say for now, that crown is vital to our purpose here. I can only imagine what I could do were I to adopt the biology of a mind flayer. Certainly doesn't seem to have done you any harm. Or rather, you've not yet done me any harm. Still, there are undoubtedly risks to such a transformation. If this is what the Fates have offered to aid our cause, then who am I to refuse? I'll take your tadpole. Let's see what it has to offer.
Life pulses from within. The parasite's thoughts whisper at the edge of your mind. It wants to share itself with you. It wants to be let in.
Go on. Don't be afraid. It only wants to help you evolve.
A coldness seeps through your veins as the tadpole awakens, its yearning almost unbearable. Your mind is a veritable feast. The tadpole's essence courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of a joint or muscle.
Perhaps, once the others see what you can do, they will consider trying it for themselves.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
The
Mithrak's red dragon would to see that. I've always hated this place.